And just while I'm here, because it was in my bag, I'm using one of my £1 lavs now. So these are the £1 lavs that I use for various other things, mostly as a, in a lav position. But what I've done with this one, I've put it inside a plastic handheld microphone body, and now this is being powered direct from the camera as well. So the electric power is just powering this capsule as it normally would, but it's been replaced inside of this, this handheld body of this, just a standard bog standard microphone. Now the interesting thing about this one is that the microphone itself only has a cable which is that long. So as you can see, the cable on that is extremely short. Now the reason for that is because if I want to top mount it onto a camera, it only has a short cable, so I actually have to plug into the camera's mic input. But then all I have to do is just to plug it into a 3.5mm jack extender, so I can just then use it as a, in a reporting style. So this actually becomes an extremely versatile mic. To be honest, the test that I'm doing with the Primo EM172, if the Primo EM172 works out that it sounds just as good being passively mounted and then powered by the camera, as opposed to it being powered by the Chinese condenser body thing that I use it on, I'm going to change them over onto these. And that's only because they're a little bit easier to handle as well, because with it being a shorter handle on them, and that you can kind of throw them inside your pocket, even though on a jacket, and get away with just a small rig on yourself. I mean, as a for instance, in my pocket right now, I've got one of them. So that's one of me, me really ultra portable systems. So if I had that mounted on top like that, I could actually walk out with one of them in one jacket pocket and one of them in the other jacket pocket. So I could actually get stuff really impromptu off the cuff without being bogged down with a bag or anything. Anyways, so this is the cheap £1 one, and I'm only trying it just because it was here. Oh, the other thing as well, because it is so sensitive, I don't know if I've already mentioned this at the start of this test, but because it's so sensitive, I've had to drop the sensitivity to the first notch on the actual on the camera. In fact, what I'll do, I'll just try emulating it being top mounted. Okay, now although I'm actually holding it, on top of the camera, I'm just keeping it just out of frame. But this is the position you could have this in, and on a short cable, and then plugged into the cold shoe mount on top of the camera and plugged in like that, it becomes a very a very kind of portable, very portable because of the size of it being only a small handheld. But on top of that, becomes very versatile because, as I said before, it could be mounted like this on the short cable, and then you take it off, pop on the long cable, and then you're in reporter mode with it, which I think is pretty cool. And considering you can do all this for less than £5 as well, it's absolutely bizarre.